Upper Michigan Today is live in Eagle Harbor at Lake Superior Steam Sauna here at Fresh Coast Cabins. We're joined now by the property and sauna manager, Megan East. Thank you so much for having us out here today. I can't think of a better way to end a work week, especially being out at Winter Carnival, being in the elements this morning, and then coming to take a sauna, warm back up again. Is there a right or wrong way to take a sauna?
No, and I think especially here, like you just go in and you look at that window and you calm. Like no matter what you're thinking about, you're no longer thinking about it because you just are in that Lake Superior mode.
And even the drive here, I kind of put me in this calm space. It was a bit of a winding road, but with Lake Superior right there on the side of M26, and then you come to the cabin, you get out of your car, you walk through this path with these warm lights, and then I walked in, saw the sauna, saw the scene. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, it just puts you in that relaxed state, even if that's not what you expected.
So how did this project come to be? Because as Tia said, you're driving down this long, windy road. It really is off the beaten path here in Eagle Harbor. So one might not expect to all of a sudden pop up on a sauna that you can rent. So where did this all begin?
So the owners, Lynn and Jason Makala, they are really into the Keweenaw Peninsula, and they're tech grads, and Jason always has loved sauna. He grew up in Marquette area, so there's a lot of Finnish and Nordic descents in the area, and sauna has just always been one of his passions. So he built a sauna that won some designs contests at their last house that they had, and ever since then he's just been inspired to build another one and always make them be a little bit better. So when they bought this property during COVID, they knew they were going to build a sauna, and this is just the perfect spot. It's right on Lake Superior, and it has that view. So it has an 8-foot window, and that just automatically gives you that calm, no matter the rest of the design. The rest of the design is beautiful, those windows, but an 8-foot window at Lake Superior is awesome.
Yeah, and I'm somebody who, I love a sauna, but I often feel a little bit claustrophobic in some of them, you know, because they're small, they're tight. There is usually not a window.
They're typically really very dark.
Yes, and so the second I walked in there, you don't feel that at all because it's almost like you're sitting outside on the rocks of Lake Superior. But I have to imagine when that lake is getting whipped up, this is taking a beating. So, you know, real thick windows in there?
Yeah, and they did build the building with insulation as well. And my experience with saunas was like yours, dark and not very great. And then I stepped foot in here and you just are automatically calm. And I think that's what's so great about it, is like everybody just walks in and it's heaven.
Yeah.
Today's a perfect day for a sauna, in my opinion, with the waves crashing out there a little bit. I'm really excited to just watch those waves. But I'm curious to know who comes to this sauna. It's a bit remote. What's your clientele like? Is it a lot of people staying at the cabin, or do you see people coming in just for a sauna?
It's definitely both. It's more people just coming in to sauna, especially as the culture is getting more aware of it in our community. Like, people travel for them. They like to have a trail, go see different designs, and hot cold therapy is kind of becoming more popular again for the health benefits. And so a lot of our clientele are just people coming from the outside. But you can rent a cabin here as well and also come to the sauna, rent the sauna. But it is definitely a mixture of both.
So how does it work? If somebody wanted to, can they just stop by? Do they have to reserve it ahead of time? You know, how long do you reserve it for? What's the cost? Break all that down for us.
You have to reserve it ahead of time because it's a wood fire stove. So in the winter, it can take up to 3 hours to get to temperature. Right now, in a calmer, not as cold day, about 2.5 hours. But so you do have to reserve it online at lakesuperiorsteam.com. We have private and community sessions. You can give us an email or stop on by, but there's no guarantee. You know what I mean? Definitely the best way is to book it ahead of time.
Sure. And are you booking for an hour, a day, 15 minutes, or, you know, how does that work?
Yeah, we have 75-minute sessions, but if you wanted something longer or you had a group, we could definitely accommodate that. But most people are doing a 75-minute session, so you can do 3 to 4 cycles of warm to cold.
Okay. And what is the cost of 75 minutes?
It is currently about $60 for a private session.
Okay.
And then if you did community session where you'd be with other people, it's $40.
Okay.
So you mentioned hot to cold therapy. You're holding this sauna guide right here. How would you recommend that somebody make the most out of their sauna experience here at Lake Superior Steam?
Everyone's definitely going to be different, but most people like to go in the sauna for 10 to 15 minutes and then either go to the porch or even venture down to Lake Superior and cool down for about 5 to 10 minutes. You want to make sure you're hydrating throughout the time, and then repeat it as much as your body tells you to.
And you have these jugs of water electrolyte beverages. Is that something that you offer to all of your sauna guests?
Absolutely. We want it to be kind of like a spa-like experience. So we give you water and electrolytes so that you're hydrating and also just feeling a little bit more refreshed while you're here.
So when you're renting, this is the space that you have for 75 minutes.
Yeah,
You're
it is.
spending 75 minutes right here in the sauna building.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's-
you can go down to Lake Superior as well.
Do some people kind of take a moment and walk along the shore or anything like that?
I think most people just sit,
Yeah.
relax, and get their calm on.
Yeah. Get their calm on. Tia, should we get our calm on? You already look so calm. She's
I
just,
say we do it.
just like the word sauna, and Tia's like, okay, I'm tired. Okay.
You don't have to tell me twice.
She's been in the zone all morning. All right, we are going to head into the sauna room for, we'll do at least 7 minutes of relaxation and then see how we're feeling after that and if Lake Superior calls to us.
Therapy?
We'll be right back.